Hey guys, I'm Dave and welcome to the Trull Gallery. Today we're going to review the Fuji Semi-Pro 2 HVLP spray system. Last spring I decided to upgrade my HVLP spray system. Okay, my old one died, but whatever. But this won't be just an unboxing video. Over the last 8 or 9 months I've put this thing through its paces. Let's take a look and see if it worked out as well as I hoped it would. I know I said this wouldn't be an unboxing video, but I do have to open the box to use it. The first thing in here is a quick reference sheet that tells you what size air cap set or needle works with what finish. Next is a 25-foot hose, the usual bag of accessories and manuals, the gun itself, and a viscosity cup. A second bag of parts, the power cord, and lastly the compressor. Inside the first bag there is a cleaning brush and a spray gun wrench. I transferred this warning label from the box to the bag I'll keep the accessories in. It's just a good reminder. The second bag contains the parts for the gun holder. 2 screws secure the holder to the top of the compressor. And a third screw goes into the side, providing a little extra rigidity. That took all of about a minute to install. The gun itself is much like most HVLP guns, but the nice thing is this built-in filter on the fill tube. I still filter my finish going into the cup, but this is a nice touch I've not seen in any other gun. While I'm not sure I'll ever use it, the gun holder is simply a way to store your gun with the compressor. I mentioned the air cap set reference chart earlier. There's also a version in the user's manual, and these help you match your gun to your finish. Each set consists of a needle, a fluid nozzle, and an air cap. The standard set is for light to medium output like urethanes and clear coats. Since I also spray latex paints, I purchased a medium output set. The larger opening allows for those heavier materials. Just make sure you don't mix up your sets. If you're swapping from one to another, make sure you swap out all 3 pieces. There are 6 different sets from superfine to ultra high output, but I think most woodworkers would be fine with the standard and the medium sets. To complete the setup, attach the power cord and thread on the hose. Hand tight's fine as you don't want to over tighten this. As I mentioned, I always, almost always, strain my finish as I pour it into the cup. I use disposable filters, and you can see here why this is important, especially if your finish has been around a while and may have some clumps in it. Anytime you change your settings or air caps, it's a good idea to test your spray pattern on some scrap stock. Out of the box, it sprayed urethane pretty well. I made a few small adjustments with the pattern control knob until I got the flow that looked right to me. Not too light, but not so heavy as to cause drips. Happy with the flow, I could spray my first project. This just happens to be a base for my new HVLP compressor, so when I spray in the yard, the filters won't pick up dirt and debris from the lawn. If you'd like to see how that came together, I'll add a link to that video below. Once you're done spraying, cleanup is a breeze. Disconnect the hose from the gun and empty out any excess finish. Then rinse the cup out with your solvent, in this case water. Then fill the cup with your solvent and run that through the gun until the cup is empty. You may have to do a full teardown and cleanup once in a while, but generally this will do. After hiding in the back of the shop for a few weeks, it was time to see how well this system worked with latex paint. The first thing to do is swap out the air cap from the standard 1.3 millimeter to the 1.5 millimeter, which is better suited to latex. Then I thinned my primer until it ran through the viscosity cup in under 50 seconds, as the chart recommends. After an adjustment or two, I was happy with the spray pattern and started with some horizontal spraying. Once I felt the gun was running smoothly, I moved to something a bit more complex. Being able to easily switch the spray pattern from horizontal to vertical and back was helpful while spraying this banquette. There were a few times the hose got in the way, but I'm pretty sure that would happen anytime you're spraying inside a tight area. The real challenge during this coat was trying not to sweat on the primer as I went. It was in the high 90s and I had to shut off my fans to keep the plastic sheets from blowing into the paint. In the months since that first project, I've used this system to paint the trim for this wall detail, and this one too. I added a clear coat on this shadow box. I used it to paint this built-in desk setup, and to put a clear coat on the desktop. More recently was the trim for this wainscoting, this farm store cart, and these custom toe kicks. Switching from paint to urethane is as easy as ensuring you have cleaned your gun well and swapping over to the correct size needle set. I should probably mention that this wasn't a sponsored video. I paid for this system with my own money. When my old system died last year, it was a no-brainer for me to go with Fuji. You see, I had used an older version of this system years ago, and it was still going strong after 10 years when I sold it. I think this system is going to give me years of service. Would I recommend it? That would be a yes. And coming in at right around $500, it may be a bit pricey for a hobbyist, but you get what you pay for. And sure, Fuji has more expensive systems, but I think this is going to hold up well for me in my one-man shop. Love to hear your thoughts on this video. Is there something I could have done different, easier, smarter? Drop them in the comments below. I'd also like to know if you use an HVLP spray system, and if so, what kind? As usual, I'll leave some links to the tools and equipment I use in this video, and some of them have affiliate links. Should you happen to need one of those items and purchase it through the link, it does help support this channel. If you enjoyed this video, maybe give us a thumbs up and share it with friends. And if you haven't already, maybe it's time to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified each time I put out a new video. As usual, don't have a clue what's coming up next, but it should be something interesting. So until then, have a great day, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.